What if we told you that the Israel-Palestine conflict isn't just about religion? Yes, you heard it right. It's a common misconception that this age-old conflict is solely a religious or ethnic dispute. But that's an oversimplified narrative that doesn't do justice to the complexities of this issue. It's not just about Jews versus Muslims or an irreconcilable clash of civilizations. This perspective fails to acknowledge the intricate historical, political, and socio-economic factors that have played a significant role in shaping this conflict. It's not just about religious identity, but also about national identity, with both Israelis and Palestinians having legitimate claims and aspirations tied to the same land. It's about territorial disputes and historical grievances that date back decades, if not centuries. So the conflict isn't just about religion, but rather a complex tapestry of competing national aspirations, territorial disputes, and historical grievances. Can there be a simple solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict? This question is often asked, and it's a dangerous myth to believe that there is. Many people harbor the misconception that unilateral actions or imposed external solutions can untangle this knotted conflict. They envision a straightforward path to resolution, a clear-cut answer that can neatly tie up the loose ends and bring peace. But this is far from the truth. The Israel-Palestine conflict is deeply entrenched and multifaceted. It's not a simple dispute that can be resolved with a single action or decision. Its roots delve deep into history. Its branches spread wide across political, social, and economic landscapes. This conflict is a complex puzzle, a web of interlocking issues that cannot be easily untangled. It's about borders, security, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem. It's about historical rights, national aspirations, and territorial disputes. A lasting resolution will require addressing these complex issues and require negotiations and compromises from both sides. Is the Israel-Palestine conflict a zero-sum game? This question provokes us to reflect on the prevalent misconception that the dynamics of this conflict are such that one side's victory equates to the other side's defeat. But let's challenge this view. In reality, the Israel-Palestine conflict is far from being a simple zero-sum game. Too often, we fall into the trap of seeing this conflict as a binary, where peace and security for Israelis must come at the expense of Palestinians or vice versa. This perspective is not only limiting, but also fundamentally flawed. Instead, we should understand that peace and security for both parties are not mutually exclusive goals. They are, in fact, intertwined. Achieving a state of peace for one group does not necessitate the subjugation or loss of the other. Both Israelis and Palestinians have a stake in ending the cycle of violence. Cooperation and mutual recognition are essential for building trust and fostering reconciliation between the two peoples. So what have we learned about the Israel-Palestine conflict? We've seen that it's not as simple as some might suggest. It's not merely a religious or ethnic dispute, nor is it an irreconcilable clash of civilizations. Instead, it's a deeply entrenched issue, driven by competing nationalist aspirations, territorial disputes, and historical grievances. We've also debunked the myth of easy solutions. The conflict is multifaceted, and any enduring resolution must address complex issues like borders, security, refugees, and Jerusalem's status. We've discovered that it's not a zero-sum game, where one side's gain is the other's loss. Peace and security for both Israelis and Palestinians are not mutually exclusive, and here lies the importance of dialogue, negotiation, and mutual respect. The path to sustainable peace likely requires negotiations and compromises from both sides, coupled with international community involvement. Debunking myths about the Israel-Palestine conflict requires acknowledging its complexity and recognizing the diverse perspectives and interests of the parties involved.